Now V by Q ratio, but before V by Q ratio, let me ask you, ventilation is maximum at the apex or base? What do you think? Ventilation is maximum. Answer is at the base. Why ventilation is maximum at the base? Because alveoli are smaller. We have smaller alveoli at base, larger alveoli at the apex. So if larger alveoli are at the apex, so why ventilation is less at the apex, maximum at the base? Because smaller alveoli can expand more. Ease of expandability will be more. So remember, doctor, ventilation is maximum at the base, not at the apex. Question number 2, what about the perfusion? What about the blood flow? It is again common sense. Blood flow, of course, because of gravity, maximum blood will go at the base. So second question, what about perfusion, doctor? What about Q max? Q is perfusion. When we say Q, it is perfusion, the blood flow. So blood flow is maximum again at base because of the gravity. And the third and the most important, now what about V by Q ratio? V by Q ratio will be maximum at the apex. Why? Because at the apex ventilation is minimum and perfusion is very, very, very less. That is why this ratio become high. So sometimes they ask you in your MBBS examination also, in Viva Voce also, that you are telling that ventilation is minimum at apex, perfusion is minimum at apex. So why ratio is maximum? The reason is that although both are minimum, but perfusion is very, very less. Because of gravity, most of the blood is going in the base. That is why the ratio will be high. And that is why V by Q ratio will be maximum at the apex. Ventilation will be maximum at the base. Perfusion will be maximum at the base, but ratio will be maximum at the apex. Now, second question about pulmonary circulation, doctor. These lungs are divided into 3 zones. Zone 1, Zone 2 and Zone 3. In Zone 1, as you know already, alveoli are bigger or smaller? They are bigger. So, bigger alveoli are going to compress your artery also, your vein also. So, partial pressure of alveoli is greater than artery, is greater than vein. You can see here. So, in Zone 1, alveolar pressure is maximum. So, practically speaking, in Zone 1, there is no blood. Why no blood? Because bigger alveoli are going to compress artery as well as vein. Now comes Zone 2. In Zone 2, okay, Zone 2 are able to compress the veins but not the artery. So arterial pressure become maximum, then alveolar pressure and then venous pressure. So whose pressure is maximum? Arterial. And whose is minimum? Venous. In the middle is alveoli. So the blood flow will not be continuous. It will be intermittent. It will be intermittent. And that intermittent blood flow is called as waterfall effect. That intermittent blood flow is called as waterfall effect. So now you can see here in Zone 1, P capital A greater than P small a greater than PV. In Zone 2, P small a, arterial pressure is more than alveolar pressure and venous is the least. But in Zone 3, alveoli are very smaller. So arterial pressure is greatest, then comes vein and then comes alveoli. So now alveoli will be compressed. And blood flow in Zone 3 will be continuous blood flow. Sometimes these questions are important for your MCQ purpose. Sometimes they can be asked in your exam also, that you have to tell about the pulmonary circulation zone wise. So in Zone 1 I told you no blood, in Zone 2 intermittent blood, in Zone 3 continuous blood flow. Sometimes they ask you waterfall effect in the lung is seen in, answer will be Zone 2. So, whenever there is hypoxia, okay, there is always vasodilatation in case of systemic circulation. So, when there is systemic circulation, most of the time we have vasodilatation, but in pulmonary circulation, it is the exception. There is vasoconstriction. Why? Because they have oxygen sensitive potassium channel. So when there is hypoxia, okay, these will cause closing of the, that vasoconstriction of the pulmonary circulation.